It is a warm and sunny week this week and everything is just blooming. Summer never ceases to amaze me when I see all that rain over the wintertime put to good work. It seems like every year people, and maybe even occasionally us too, will say, I'm so done with this winter, or I want to move somewhere warmer, but then I see the reward for all that rain and I'm just so grateful.
We are getting our meat today.
Look at that meat.
Put them in there. There. Good job, buddy. That big, like this is a roast, probably. Remember the roast? You love roast.
I'm gonna put this right there.
Guys loading it in. So heavy, huh?
Oh man.
Whoa, so strong. We got our quarter cow this week, so our freezer is about to be filled with beef. The spoiler alert is that this meat has actually turned out so incredible. We weren't super happy with the meat last time when we bought from a different beef supplier, but now we have officially found our favorite cows in our area, so we're really excited about that, and also to just have all this food on hand. You may have seen in my last video, I am stocking the freezer up with meal prep food because we're supposed to be having another baby in the next few weeks. I've been having some early contractions, so we will see about that. My midwife said I can have the baby as early as 36 weeks, and that is about 6 days from now, so I'm just trying to make sure the baby doesn't come before that, although there's not really anything I can do about the timing on that one. Tonight I am making some steaks with french fries and veggies. I absolutely love making french fries this way, where you chop up the potato really thin and then saute them on the skillet with oil and butter. Every time I make it we run out, so I made extra tonight, which did cause me to have to use 2 skillets. So that is a lesson learned for next time. You don't want the potatoes to be stacked on top of each other. They have to each be touching the skillet in order to cook. I'm chopping up some broccoli and mushrooms we got fresh from our CSA pickup. That's another part I love about summer, picking up whatever the farmers harvest each week at the farmers market or CSA farm stand.
That one's gonna go in a different.
Yeah,
put it right here.
I wanted to join a flower CSA where you basically reserve flowers each week, but I couldn't find one near me. I do know a lot of flower farms though, and they allow you to just pick up bouquets all summer long, which I'd want to do, but honestly, for now, the flowers in my garden are doing just fine. Our hydrangeas bloomed, and we still have zinnias, cosmos, dahlias, and my daughter and I go out there at least once a week to make fresh bouquets. This is something I will miss the most come wintertime. Wow, Allison's so strong. That's a very heavy box. After picking up our cow and CSA vegetables this week, it was time for us to harvest some fruit. It feels really busy at this time of year because all of the U-Pick fruit farms are open at the same time. I don't know if they just planted everything earlier or if the weather has just been good or what, because usually they are a bit more staggered, which makes picking the food easier. But this year it was all coming at once, so we are honestly pretty exhausted from this week because in the span of 4 days we picked up our quarter cow, our CSA vegetables, bulk raspberries, and bulk blueberries. I'm so thankful though, and I can't wait to get in the kitchen and use all of these up. My daughter was completely set on making a raspberry cake, so that's what we did. I basically make a sourdough cake, and here I'm using my freshly milled whole wheat. And for the filling in the middle, I make a raspberry jam where I put the berries on the stove, let them simmer down, add some honey, and let it really thicken. And that is the inside filling for the cake. For the frosting, I'm doing a cream cheese frosting, one of my favorites, especially for the kids because it's just a little healthier. I always have the perspective that sugar and treats are not a bad thing, but the ingredients inside of them can be. I really try hard to have zero artificial ingredients, flavors, or colors in any of our food. Certainly none that is actually at our house, but it can be harder with food that is bought outside of our home. I try not to be too concerned over it, like if we're at a 4th of July parade that we were at a couple days ago, they were handing out candy to the kids. I didn't encourage my daughter to go get it, although luckily she didn't see it happening, but if she had, then she definitely would have wanted one, and I would have let her have it. So I think there's a balance to be struck there. I'm not gonna ruin a really fun time over just one little candy, but I do explain to her that those candies have bad ingredients, and one thing I do is I always keep healthy sweets on hand, so that way I have something to offer my kids if they wanna pass up the bad stuff, which they usually are totally fine with that. Anyway, you also just saw me making extra raspberry jam. Since those raspberries really don't last long, you kind of have to get them in the freezer right away. So we are stocked with jams at this point. I have been on the hunt for natural skincare for years after spending several years in my early 20s using the most toxic products and having a lot of skin issues. I was a professional dancer, and in that world, you just put on so much makeup to look how you need to look for whatever you're doing. Once I turned the page to more natural makeup, it took me a long time to find something that would look as good and wear as well as the toxic stuff. That's why I want to share with you today about Tubes & Co. Tubes & Co. is a natural-based skincare and makeup line with products made from ingredients found in nature. Right now, I have a full face of Tubes & Co. makeup, from a liquid foundation to a bronzer to a blush, eyeshadows, and lipstick. All of it is Tubes & Co. right now. My skincare routine is at the end of the day using the sea buckthorn cleansing oil, which is made with vitamin C, vitamin A, moisturizing organic jojoba oil, antioxidants, and nutrients that are necessary for promoting and healing the regeneration of skin cells. I start by applying that to my face to wipe away any makeup or dirt from the day. Especially in the summer months, we get sweaty and dirty, and so I just take a cotton swab and I just cleanse my face with that oil. If I don't have a lot of makeup on that day, then I might just be done for the night, and I will put on my homemade lotion on top of my face and I can stop there. If I still have a lot of makeup and it hasn't removed all the dirt yet, I'll do a second layer and sometimes use some water with the oil too to make sure everything is off for the night. But I have to say that sea buckthorn cleansing oil is one of my absolute favorites because it leaves my skin feeling so good every single night. I used to suffer from dry skin and acne problems when I was a lot younger, and I could never get my skin moisturized enough, and I do not have that problem at all anymore, and I attribute that to this oil as well as my homemade lotion routine. I just think it's so important, no matter what stage of life you're in, that you understand that whatever's going on in your skin is being absorbed by your body just like a food would be. And so it's really important that you know what is going on in your skin and that you remove those bad toxic ingredients, especially from makeup, if it is going on your skin every single day. If you are ready to switch to a non-toxic and actually healthy skincare and makeup routine, I will leave links to the products below. With all the buying in bulk and freezing meat, I really don't have to go to the grocery store every week anymore, except for fresh fish. It's salmon season, so we are able to get fresh fish, which means not previously frozen. I picked up some fresh salmon at our grocery store today, which I consider such a delicacy. Honestly, fish does not last long, so if you're getting it straight from the ocean, you are truly lucky. So I just roast it at 375 for 12 minutes with olive oil, seasoning, lemon, and butter. I'm serving this with roasted potatoes and pasta with a creamy white sauce. We got these veggies from our CSA pickup, and I'm just sauteing them in some butter, cream, and fresh herbs and garlic. You brought the plate out here, buddy? Okay, that's enough. That's enough piece. Yeah, look. Say something.
Looks like our kids are
Here we go.
We did a video of the field game.
Make sure you put the blueberries in our bag.
I love the taste of fresh blueberries. As of the date I'm recording this, we ate through all of our freshly picked blueberries and we actually bought some from Costco. My whole family was appalled at the taste of them. We have eaten Costco blueberries before and been fine with it, but now we have fresh ones and they are totally different tasting and it just makes you appreciate the freshness of summer. I am making a double batch of blueberry muffins with freshly milled whole wheat, hard white wheat berries. Hard white wheat has been my go-to. I think I'm switching to it almost 100% now at this point because it's so versatile, so delicious, and we really like that type of wheat berry. I often get asked, what grain mill am I using and where do I get my wheat berries? So I will leave that information in the description below. Having healthy snacks like these muffins on hand after a new baby arrives is so lovely, both for me but also for my family. I know John will have those times when the kids need food right now and he won't have anything prepared and he can just give them a muffin to tide them over. I'm actually really looking forward to the bed rest time this time around because rest is something I really never do, so we'll see. I might actually hate it and want to get back to cooking in the kitchen as soon as possible.
Blueberry muffins.
Yeah.
Like blueberry muffins. I'll try.
Good. Okay, so I was out all day today and I had my bread ready to go to bake and it was hot out, sat all day, came home and it is over fermented. I thought about trying to bake it anyway, but I already know what's gonna happen because this has happened to me before. So I'm gonna roll this out into bread rolls and hope for a better result than a loaf of bread. Okay, so as I'm doing this, I'm changing my mind because dinner rolls, bread rolls need to have butter in them, and this is a dry, rustic boule loaf of bread that I had made, and I don't think that that's gonna come out very well. So I'm actually gonna go for English muffins, because English muffins are more of a dry recipe. They don't have butter or anything in them. So I think if I can cook these like I do English muffins, I'll have them for breakfast, and they'll be really good the next few days. These English muffins turned out just fine. Definitely not as good as my regular English muffin recipe, but the best part is the bread didn't go to waste. So knowing you have options if your dough doesn't come out is great. We are heading out to enjoy the summer day on the lake today. If you are brand new to my channel, I'd love if you would subscribe and join me every week for farm to table recipes and homemade natural living. If you are needing non-toxic skincare and makeup that is actually good for your skin, be sure to check out Toups & Co at my link below. Thank you so much for stopping by the Duvall Homestead.